A good Friday, one and all. He is Keith Irizarry. I'm Marc Malusis. This is the BettorCast Game of the Day preview presented by Profit Exchange, America's first sports betting exchange. If you're in New Jersey, look no further than to Profit Exchange. We're talking a little Broncos home Sunday Night Football as they take on the Minnesota Vikings now with Josh Dobbs at quarterback and two franchises that are revitalized. Two great coaching jobs when you look at O'Connell in Minnesota and you look at Sean Payton in Denver.
Yeah, and I think I want to focus on these quarterbacks because, at the beginning of the year, everyone wondered, Moose, whether Russell Wilson could ever be the Seattle version of Wilson again. And I don't know if he is, but if you look at all of the statistics, he's towards the top of every single stat category for quarterbacks this year. It's been quite amazing to see him kind of turn things around, and Courtland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy kind of doing their thing. Javonte Williams looking pretty good for the Broncos, and that Broncos defense has stepped it up. And on the flip side, Kirk Cousins goes out with injury. Season should be done, right? No. Enter Josh Dobbs. The Pastronaut has been absolutely dynamic and has really led this team. And he's got them believing in him and believing they can make a run. Now, the run game, Moose, is going to be an issue. Madison, concussion, probably not going to play. Cam Akers, he's done for the year. So you turn to a youngster in Ty Chandler that a lot of people don't know much about.
No, but he's going to get the ball, and he's going to get some work now for the Minnesota Vikings. You mentioned Russell Wilson. If I give you the total sitting there, 204.5 in terms of passing yards Sunday night home against the Minnesota Vikings, you going over or under?
So I'm going to lean over here, and this is the reason why. Bryce Young threw for 200 yards against the Minnesota Vikings. I'm not trying to throw shade at Bryce Young, but Young has had a bad rookie campaign. All right, now let's give you some real, crux to this. The Vikings give up about 224, 225 passing yards per game. That's not that much more than Russell Wilson's number of 204, but it gives me 20 yards of wiggle room there. And the Vikings have also allowed more than this number of 204 and a half, so 205 or more in 6 of 10 games this year to quarterbacks. So Russell Wilson, I think he'll continue to cook. Let's ride.
All right, there you go. You like Russell Wilson, rejuvenated Russell Wilson this year under Sean Payton. I'm going to look at Jordan Addison, the Vikings rookie wide receiver coming out of USC. And Keith, you and I talked about Addison, and you were very bullish on him going into that offense, whether Jefferson was on the field or whether he's not. And we know that, Justin Jefferson, and, he's dealing with that ankle injury. Addison's production has still been there for the Minnesota Vikings. It really is, regardless of which. The number is set at 52.5 receiving yards. Now, I know the Broncos defense has been much better the last month, significantly better the last month. We're a long way away from the Denver Broncos giving up 70 points to the Miami Dolphins early on in this regular season. I'm going to go, though, Addison over 52.5 because I think he's going to get looks. And Dobbs is a revelation. He was in Arizona, continues to be in Minnesota. They've won 2 games with him at their quarterback spot. I count the Atlanta game when he replaced the injured starter. He's been remarkable this year. I'm going to go over 52.5 receiving yards for Jordan Addison.
I could rock with you on that one. I'm just, this Josh Dobbs story to me is just fantastic, and I want to continue to see it roll.
All right, Profit Exchange is the first U.S. sports betting exchange with the best odds compared to any sports book. Get a no-sweat first bet up to $100 on your first match wager. Offer open to people at least 21 years of age, physically present in New Jersey. When you register, use the code BSN at Profit Exchange, profitbettingexchange.com, or on the Profit Exchange app. Terms and conditions apply. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.